Hey, channel, let's play some D&D. Right now we're gonna be killing some devils. Did you have something you wanted to say, Wyvern?
Nope.
Oh, okay, I heard you. Um, yeah. So the last session ended with a masterpiece on the organ, by Zoe. Zach's always, been very skilled organ player, definitely. And a mighty song rang out in the cathedral, summoning such magic that you each gained an inspiration die, and in
Yeah.
fact, you brought back to life a dwarf who had died. Yay for a rando dwarf. And then you got attacked by crabs, and there was a crab rave party, and they swarmed all around you. And plus, there was a barb devil who tried to summon his friend at the last second. Unfortunately, it failed, and then you guys killed him. That battle could have gone on for a while. Yeah. And so now we return to the game, so everyone can open up table plop. And also, if anyone needs, if you want to say or interrupt or have any questions or anything, go for it.
Cool.
Grab people.
I feel like I
Grabbery.
missed something.
Hmm?
As you're giving the summary, it just made me feel like I've missed something.
Well, were you? I think you were asleep, but you were waking up to take your moves. I think.
Probably. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really trying.
That's okay. Feel free to ask questions.
He recapped it pretty. That like we could have our entire game could have been 30 seconds. His recap.
No, I'm good. I was just saying. I'm like, wow, we brought back the dead. I don't remember that. That's the type of thing you don't forget.
Yeah, specifically you.
Yeah, so I'll just anything you need a refresher on, just let me know. The bringing back from the dead. So on your way here, you rescued 3 dwarves from a collapsed building while devils attacked you, and you rescued 2 of them, but one of them died just barely. You just barely missed saving him. So when you guys arrived here, Raxlor, the cleric, placed the body on the altar of, this is Torm, right? I feel like it's Torm.
Yeah.
And prayed for him to be brought back to life. And the response from the god was a message that he realized meant that he needed to purify the altar that was desecrated. And then you guys needed to play the organ, which you did successfully. And magic has been restored. In fact, when you played the music, you saw like little sparkly particles all over the place, and everything is still devilish. The paintings and the tapestries are still shredded. The paintings are still warped and twisted to look like devils instead of angels. But you can feel like it's more a presence of holiness that you didn't really feel before. And with a white light shining from the altar, the dwarf came back to life. And now you're up in the balcony where the organ is and some pews. So you saw that down below. You were then attacked by, in fact, I'm going to, it's up here. You were then attacked by devils and giant crabs. The devils make sense. The crabs, I don't know. Apparently crabs are from hell.
We'll find out. They're hell crabs.
Hell crabs. And so then you killed all those. Oh, where's this guy alive? This guy's supposed to be dead. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this guy as dead right here. But yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Now, one other thing I will mention in case you guys didn't remember, but
The guard.
there is a guard over here. Ping location. So up in this turret area, the north turret, there's actually a guard huddled in the corner, cowering. And that is where we leave our adventurers. There's no battle. You guys finished killing everything, so now you're free to act.
So I came around, and sneak attacked this devil, and we beat him up and we killed him. And I come back to the party, and I say, "Wow, that was weird. I wonder if your organ playing woke up all those crabs. That's kind of disconcerting, but tis."
Sure, go for it. Blame me.
I mean, you did play the piano. I don't think anyone told you to play the piano, which I did, but that's besides the point. Anyway, I'm gonna go. You guys, like, if you're hungry, clean up these crabs or whatever. I'm gonna go up here. There was this dude, and he was like cowering. So I'm gonna go see if he's okay, because that's kind of creepy. If you hear me screaming, if he like is a devil in disguise, come save me. But I'm gonna go see what's going on with him. If you guys want to like loot the body, see if there's any cool treasure or anything, feel free to do that. And I approach the guard as we cut back to see what everyone else wants to do.
Okay. I would like to go investigate what those crabs really were. Like I might have done this last time, but I still don't know what kind of crabs those are. Are those hell crabs or just normal crabs? It's so confusing. Why would there be crabs in hell?
Make a nature check.
Okay. Give me a second. 10.
A 10. Okay. So you approach, I should not approach, you're surrounded by a couple of their bodies. So you reach into the crabby goo and you inspect its shattered exoskeleton. And as far as you can tell, it looks like a normal giant crab. Now I say normal giant crab, it's like giant crabs are kind of like monsters that you fight. Like, like a crab would probably not be a big deal, but a giant crab you're probably gonna have to fight. Kind of like you have like a bat, oh hello, but then a giant bat, oh you're gonna be fighting it. So as far as you can tell, you don't know or you can't recall any additional information. As far as you can tell though, and from what you can remember, these are basically just giant crabs, but giant crabs could maybe be found in a lot of creepy locations, including hell. Apparently, I knew there'd be crabs in hell. I knew there'd be shellfish in hell.
Shellfish.
You know why there's crabs in hell?
Uh-oh.
Because really, everyone knows that shellfish people go to hell.
Okay, so
what are you doing, Zach?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Okay, so I approach the guard. I walk through the fence and I kick the crabs aside as I walk up to him. And is he still cowering as he's sitting there? What?
Yeah. So you approach, and yes, he is. He's not even really recognizing that you're approached. He seems legitly panicked, like an actual panic attack. Oh, and so he's curled up, but you can hear him like whispering to himself, and he's going, "Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay." Like that.
Does he have any sort of emblems on him that shows if he's a servant of Torm, or is he just a guard? Does he have like the emblems of the city on him?
Suddenly, his eyes. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
God, no, it's just so funny. No. Yeah, so to answer your question, actually, he is armored exactly like the other guards here, and from your, from your experience so far, you know that he is a knight of Elturel. So he's like an official castle guard. He's not like some city dude in like just makeshift armor. He's like an actual like Elturian guard.
Do they worship, if I need to make a check, this is fine. Do they specifically worship Torm in Elturel, or does this just happen to be a temple of Torm in Elturel?
Make either a religion or history check. And I know you're not trained in either, so it doesn't matter.
Exactly. We'll do history.
Okay.
Yeah, I roll. See, look, it literally doesn't matter because I rolled a 2. It literally doesn't matter what my modifier is because I rolled a 2. I cannot succeed any intelligence checks. So
okay,
that's fine.
But there's like base level knowledge that's so common that everyone knows. So what you know is that Torm is the primary god of Elturel. This is this temple that you're in, but that other good gods are worshipped here as well, but you can't remember who else they would be. So it's mainly Torm, but not exclusively.
Okay, I would just figure out how do I approach him? Is it going to be like, Hail, I've come to cleanse the Temple of Torm. I know you're a follower of Torm, so we won't hurt you. Or is it more like, I've
Not
come
a
to cleanse the
priest.
Temple of El
More of a
Terrell?
more of a guard than
it's
a
just
priest.
A question of how
but... Yeah.
Okay. So I approach him and I cast light on my fashionist of Mieliki, and I hold its shining dongus up in front of me, and I say, "Hark, mortal! I come in peace. I am here to cleanse this place of evil. My name is Raxlor. I am a devout servant of Mieliki, and we have allied with the god Torm to cleanse this city and retake it from the devils. What is your name?"
Okay. Since you did a good role play, and I'm not punishing not good role play, but in addition, you really went into detail about the fashionist and the dongus and all that, which is awesome. So I'm going to let you have advantage on your persuasion check. Charisma persuasion.
Okay, well. Okay, the first roll was a 19, and I have a -2, so 17. The second roll, which was my advantage just to see if I got a 20, I rolled a 1. So if you think about it, I could have rolled the 1 first, and I needed the advantage. So, 17.
Yeah, that's how statistics work, I'm pretty sure. I've never taken a class. So 17, you are able to calm his emotions. By the way, this is a place where the calm emotions spell would work, like an auto success.
Oh, yeah.
I'm only mentioning that because I've always wondered, what the hell is calm emotions for? Does it, like, make enemies stop attacking you? Well, okay, so here it would do that. Okay, so he responds to you. He goes, my name is Trevik Thanthorm, and you should get out of here. We've been attacked by devils. Don't you see? They killed my friend. They've been slaughtering the guards, and I saw a horde of them, and I knew if I ran towards them, it was certain death for me. And I know it's selfish, but I just couldn't. Oh no, I know I should be better than this, but my spirit just broke. Oh, Torm, forgive me. Trevik.
I say, no need to fret. Your charge was to protect this city when it was still in the material world.
No shit.
It's fallen into the depths of hell now, and no one expects you to risk your own life to protect this place. Although it would be deeply honorable of you, and I'm sure if you died in the service of Torm, your soul would go to a great place. I do not fear death here because I know that Mieliki will honor me even more if I die a just death. So regardless of whatever you decide to do, you're welcome to come with us as we cleanse this temple of evil. And once it's cleansed, we'll bring you to the safest place possible. But I caution you against staying here because who knows when those devil creatures will come back. The defenses have been breached, and this is probably the most dangerous place you could possibly be right now. So you don't have to help us or anything.
Well, it clear down? Is it clear downstairs? You must have come up from below. How is it down there? Is it safe? Do you think we could make it to the catacombs? If anyone's left alive, that's where they would be.
I say the main room has been cleared, and we've cleansed the altars that have been defiled by the devils and their spawn.
Yes, that's great.
We haven't been able to find the catacombs yet. We are outsiders, so we don't have a whole lot of information about this place. If you'd like to come with us, we would really appreciate your services as a guide to this place, so that we can find and rescue as many people as possible. Time is of the essence because the devils are here as well, and we know there's still at least 2 or 3 groups of them left. So Torm and Mieliki would be eternally grateful if you would help guide us on our quest to cleanse this place and save its residents.
Trevik joins your party.
Yay! Woo!
Not promising how helpful he'll be. Kind of seems like a little bit of a puss there, but We can't all be Reyes.
I can't. The thing is, like NPCs, whatever. I can't leave a cowering NPC and be like, yeah, deal with it. Like he's got to at least come with me. If he dies, he dies. If he dies, he dies. But like,
If he dies,
I mean,
he
I'm gonna try. I'll let him come with us if he wants to, and if he becomes a help, he's a help. And if he's got information, whatever. But I'm just treating him like a little kid we just saved, and I mean, I'm not going to risk our lives to save him, but if it's no risk to me, no skin off my back if he tags along. If anything, it's like when you always bring a friend with you when you go hiking, because if there's a bear, you trip them and run.
I'm the friend that people invite to go
hiking. Okay, so Trevik agrees to join you. And yeah, he's actually quite eager to get out of here, but was too terrified to do it himself. I'm going to just mention that all these little triangle things are arrow slits. They're too small to fit through, but if you peer through them, you can see the courtyard down below.
Okay, yeah, the way they're designed, it doesn't look like you can see out, but that makes sense.
And he says, I haven't gone there myself, but if this is like any other church, the entrance to the catacomb should be underneath the main altar somewhere.
You think like maybe a lever would like reveal it or something? Would it be that obvious?
I'm sorry, I'm an upstairs guard, so I wouldn't know, but I mean maybe.
It's like someone at a grocery store and it's like, hey, do you know where the cereal is? Oh, sorry, I work in produce. Yeah, but you work at the store, like you're here every single day. Yeah, sorry, I don't pay attention to anything else.
No, that's why whenever you leave your department, you have to immediately pop on a shirt or a different colored shirt or something like that. Yeah, Deanna,
True.
if she's walking to the time clock, she has to make like 2 or 3 like side quests to go show someone where some bullshit is. Oh, one time she was in the kitchen, like behind, like not behind the counter, in the actual kitchen, like in the back room that you don't see where they're like preparing shit. And this customer walks in there, holding up their phone, pointing to some fucking product that they Googled, and they're like, "Oh, where's this blah blah blah, some kind of nuts?" And she was calling him D's nuts. The way she told it, she goes, customer kept going, "Where are D's nuts? Do you know where D's nuts are?" And she looks at him like a child and goes, "Get out of here! You're not supposed to be back here." "Oh, well, do you know where D's nuts are?" "No, now go away." God.
I have people, when I wear my ECU shirt, which is blue, and I go to Kroger, which is the same exact color, I literally have people stop me and ask me questions, and I turn around with the ECU logo, and I answer their question, and sometimes I hope they see my logo and realize, or if they, like, say something else, I say, I'm not sure, I don't work here, but I think it's over there. Like, I'm just a customer, and you're just an idiot.
Oh, yeah, Nick, when he used to work at Best Buy, he would go into Walmart, and he'd put a happy face sticker over his Best Buy logo and pretend to work there and go out of his way to help people and give them all incorrect information. Because that's what he did with his free time.
I remember that.
So, okay. Yeah, anyway.
But yeah, so I say, okay, well, yeah, I mean, that's more information than we had before, so that's kind of what we suspected, so I'm glad that you verified that. Do you know if there's anything out on the balcony worth investigating? Should we go ahead and go out there and check it out?
No, he says there shouldn't be anything out there, just some locked windows and an empty balcony. And just to make you feel good, even though you're not walking out there, I'm going to reveal the fog of war.
Oh, I was going to walk out there. I was gonna send him back to the party and then walk out there.
Go ahead, walk back and forth as many times as you want. I'm moving the guard downstairs.
So I say, all right, and I bring him back to the party, and I briefly tell the party what basically happened. I say, hey, this is a guard from this tower. He was trapped here, and he's going to tag along with us. But no one risk your life for him. He is an honorable guard of Torm, and if he dies an honorable life in defense of helpless people, then so be it. But yeah, he's coming with us, so.
All right, Zach
I had no
and
plans
Wyvern.
to save his life anyways.
Zach and Wyvern, your characters, I went ahead and grabbed. Oh, there's Zach. So if you look at the middle map again, you should see your characters. I'm going to move the camera there in just a second. You should see your characters. Where's that stupid there?
I see him.
I see it too.
Yeah, I wish this was like, it's great for maps, but I wish it was better at like, you know, if you're going upstairs, like if there are little warps or something. So, okay,
Yeah.
So I'm centering the camera back on the altar, and I'm gonna go ahead and move all the NPCs. So you can go ahead and position yourselves wherever you want, and then you can proceed how you like. Anytime. I'm just getting everyone set up.
All right. Well, I come back to the party and I tell them what's going on. I say, we played the organ upstairs. It seems like this place is cleansed. And then I look for the. I say, where is what's his name? I saw him rising from the balcony.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'll make him alive.
Yeah. Finish up your thing, but that's the next step.
Oh yeah, so what's her name? Velcora is standing there, and Kartra is like sitting up on the altar, and he pats his chest with 2 dwarf fists and says, I feel like $1,000,000. Thank you so much for bringing me back to life. Although it sure does suck that we're still in hell. Like you couldn't bring me back to life up on the top world or something. That's fine, I guess. And then he looks at Velcora, and Velcora's like, oh, I thought I'd never see you again. And they're like all emotional. And then Kartra like pledges that he's going to become a priest of Torm. And he's going to start studying now. And if they ever get out of here, he's going to devote his life to Torm because he brought him back to life. And Velcora's like, oh, that's great. I'm glad you decided to join my religion. And all that. And they have this real emotional moment. And then the druid is like, yay, I don't know who you are, but you're alive, so yay!
I want to ask the dwarf something.
Go for it.
So since we're in hell and you died, where did you go after this? Were you just in hell again and we brought you back again? Or were you like in heaven and we literally brought you back to hell? I'm confused.
Okay. So
where do you go when you die in hell?
Okay, I'm going to try to roleplay this. He says, oh, well, I was never much studied on these sorts of things, but I can tell ye from personal experience, here I was, but not in the sky, no, nay, from the mud and scum in the ground I awoke. It was like a river of putrid mud around me. I looked at my body, but I had no eyes, but I could sense that I was some sort of a fleshy mound, and all around me I sensed other writhing creatures, and it was absolute. I felt every negative emotion all at once: fear, pain, agony, suffering, anxiety, and I felt that for what seemed like an eternity, and then suddenly with a snap, I was brought back here, and I opened my eyes, and I was sitting here. So I was definitely still in this place of Avernus, but it was a horrible, horrible place. I would not want. I really don't want to die now. I really, really need to worship a god or something because I don't want to stay here.
Just out of curiosity, then, why were you kind of grumpy about us bringing you back to hell if the hell version 2.0 was so bad?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. I guess I was just kind of hopeful that, I'd been dead long enough that if I was going to get brought back to life, that it would be, not here. So it's kind of like when you die in a game and you're so close to your body, you don't even have to do a loading screen.
Oh my god.
Well, you were dead in real here, while we were in hell for, a little while. But if we had waited until we could bring you back to life at a better place, that would have been like 5 eternities being tortured afterwards. So I feel like you're especially ungrateful. But it's okay.
Nay, very grateful. I'm going to dedicate my entire life to serving God, because that's what you do when you survive a near-death experience.
Technically, this wasn't a near-death experience. This was a death experience.
It was
all right. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just trying to understand why you were like, "Oh, thanks for bringing me back to hell as soon as possible." I was only burning in agony for 1 eternity. I would rather you wait, a few more days and bring me back up to the surface, where then it's only like 12 eternities. Just making sure that you're not ungrateful.
Yeah, no, he is very grateful and apologetic, and and he keeps looking up and making prayer hands. And Velcora is excited. Oh, yay, I've been trying to convert you for so long, and now you've finally seen the light, and all you had to do was die.
I guess technically he's seen the dark.
Yeah, and Lulu is happy too. Yay, he's alive, yay!
To avoid metagaming and also to further participation, can someone else roll to see if they know what that was? Because I know what it was, but my character doesn't. But I want to see if their characters know what that was.
Oh, okay, yeah, if you'd like to know.
I want to try to know.
So that's going to be a religion check.
I want to know!
A religion.
Oh. 5.
Yeah, you have no idea where he was talking about or what form he had become. Someone else can make a roll.
I rolled a 6, so...
Yeah, you're in the same boat.
They both stare in confusion, not knowing, and statistically, I am likely to roll high now after they roll failed.
Guidance yourself.
If we went to infinity...
I rolled a 4, and I don't feel right taking the guidance because I didn't... it's a knowledge check, so I didn't have myself guidance when I needed to recall the knowledge. So, yep, all of us are like, wow, that sounds horrible.
Okay, so then...
Hope that doesn't happen to me.
So then Velcora says, oh no, it sounds like... you were reborn as the lowest... It sounds like you were reborn as the lowest level of devil, known as a lemure, and that you were crawling out of the river Styx, the very river Styx that we see below us. Whenever an evil, an evil aligned creature dies, that is where a lawful evil aligned creature. When a lawful evil creature dies, they're reborn as a lemure in Avernus. And then she says, but I've known you my whole life. You're such a good person. I mean, you don't actively serve a god, but at the very least, you should have gone to the land of Kalimvor or to Sigil or to, somewhere neutral where you could eventually be claimed. Like, you've never done anything to deserve being reborn in the hells, in the 9 hells. And then Rhea steps forward and she says, but he has. He signed the Creed Resolute, as did all of us. The Creed Resolute binds us all into the service of Elturel and the High Priest. But the High Priest sold us out to the archdevil Zariel. And now... all of us are condemned to be reborn over and over again as horrible flesh monster squids at the bottom of the swamp of this hell, unless we can somehow find a way to break the contract, to sever the chains, and to save our city.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was a little more information. I knew what a lemure was. I was thinking Dretch, which is the Abyss version. But yeah, I didn't think about that because I was like, wait, I was about to raise my mace. Like as she was saying that, I started pulling up my mace. Like, damn it, I gotta smite him. I just brought him back. And then when she says that, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So I put my mace back.
So asking those questions, was that actually relevant to like the plot in this whole conversation?
Yeah.
In what
because he wouldn't have described that he was revived as a lemure if you didn't ask the question. I wasn't going to ask that. I just assumed he was unconscious.
I'm used to my questions when I'm actually curious, having absolutely nothing to do with anything and a waste of time. But I was legit curious. Okay, I'm
yeah, and that was a fantastic question to further the actual story and plot, because what that means is, and I'm going to say it for the stream because I know you guys are already there, that means that all of the hundreds and thousands of people, of innocent, good, nice people, women and children that die, and elderly people that died, are down at the bottom right now as lemures, getting slaughtered and reborn and feeling every terrible negative emotion all at once. The entire population of Elturel that has died is being tormented in that way. And everyone that you have saved so far, if they die, that's where they're going to go, unless you can somehow break the curse.
However, odds are that there's some criminals and some bad people there that deserve it.
True.
So,
oh, yeah.
You might be able to say that, it weighs out in the end.
I will say that this city is particularly good aligned, so pretty much a high percentage of people in the city are.
It's like the Vatican. Oh well, assuming
No,
the Catholic Church is
No,
like,
it's not like
no,
the
no, no, no.
Vatican.
Assuming the Catholic Church is true, and that all the stuff they do is sanctified by God. And
I don't know.
then
This
it's
is
the
fantasy, but that's a
children?
big leap.
Vatican.
Yeah.
That's why fantasy religion is so much fun, because you actually know it's real. It's not just complete bullshit like the Catholic Church.
Okay. I know I'm sidetracked, but give me like 30 seconds. So I read an article the other day about a
Okay.
Catholic priest who was watching and going back and
Demonetized.
watching with his dad.
Oh my god.
No, go.
Sorry,
I'm just
yes.
kidding. Go ahead.
With his dad, watching like his birth video and when they got him baptized and stuff. And the priest at the time, this would have been in the 80s, used the word we instead of I baptize you. We as in the people there. And they looked back through the history and through stuff, and they after he saw that, he's like, well, that's weird. You're not allowed to say that. And so he consulted like the Inquisition area of the church that does all that stuff. And they discovered that means he was technically never actually baptized, which means he has technically never ever been a priest, which means everyone he's baptized, everyone he's married. Everyone he's forgiven in confessions, none of them.
The last
have
rites are
gotten
all in
there.
hell. All the dead people he gave last rites to, all their souls are burning in hell. Ah, you asshole.
That's right. He has given last rites. That's right. Some of them. Anyways, after they were doing all this digging and they started trying to expand out the spider web to figure out how bad it got, and then they realized that means people that he baptized that are now priests and so on and so forth. And finally came back, and it's like this one flaw in the religion, and then they remembered that there was a movement for like a year or two in the 80s where some of the more rebellious Catholic priests said we instead of I. And then they realized that they don't know which ones said that unless there's a video of it, and odds are nobody's going to go out looking for it. And they realized that the overall destruction upon the chain of the Catholic Church is destroyed by this one rule. So they basically, for one time, said, F it, I'm sure God understands.
Yeah, he's been really understanding about some other stuff that was pretty serious.
Anyways, it seemed related to this, and it's just kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'm like, this whole thing just unraveled like the northeast coast of America Catholic churches. Anyways, all right, I'm done.
That's actually completely relevant, because that's exactly what happened. Is this one guy sold all these people who are good-meaning, holy people, and he sold all their souls to the devil because they signed an oath to him, and he signed their souls to the devil. So none of these people deserve their fate, but they're all getting punished for eternity unless we come down and save them.
Okay, I want to throw out one more thing to just blow your minds. I know that we've been kind of like slowly going from my homebrew to just basically full on Forgotten Realms as I learned Forgotten Realms. So I just want to throw this out there. The whole the times of trouble when Ao, the god of gods, cast all of the greater gods down into mortal form on the earth, and all that shit. That was 3rd edition, and that ended 10 years ago. So we have all seen in our lives the gods literally become mortal, and some of them die, and the spell plague, and like all this other, and Mistress Death, and like all that shit. That ended like 10 years ago. This is 1492 DR, I think, and all that was like in the 1480s. So literally, that was all like 2010. Just
Oh, like
you know.
like relative to the
In Forgotten Realms. In Forgotten Realms lore,
Wow.
these campaigns, all these 5th edition campaigns, take place in the time where that just finished ending. Like, not 100 years, like 10 years.
Yes.
So this is not that weird. Pantok making himself an over-god and destroy, and fucking everything up, and Zerial and cities crashing into, El Terrell. It's like, yeah, it's been, there's 2020, just goes on for a decade.
Don't say that. Don't even tempt fate, you asshole. All right, I'm good. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be tangential.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, I didn't mean to get too far off track. But anyway, yeah, you guys are free to roleplay with NPCs, or there's a big old wooden lever right by that altar.
Oh boy.
Anybody want to check it for traps?
I walk up to the lever and I say, "Oh, unless you were gonna do something, Wyvern, go ahead."
No, I'm scared.
I walk up to the lever and I say, "Well, all signs are pointing to this lever being the entrance to the catacombs that we're trying to get to save everyone. So I better check it for traps." And I put my gauntlet on it and I look it around and I flip it to check the underside of it as I push it in the on position. And I'm looking around, completely oblivious to what I'm doing.
Okay, make an investigation check, and you're investigating like the lever and the way that it's connected to the altar and stuff like that.
The lever, the way it's connected to the altar, what happens when I flip it, all that stuff. I guess I can make an investigation check, but I'm also flipping the altar. Or the lever. I rolled a 1. So I flipped the lever.
Okay, so you don't notice anything, and you pull the lever. And to remind you guys, so the altar itself, it's a raised dais, and there is a large, a gauntleted hand clenched into a fist, made of beautifully polished teak wood. And when you pull the large lever, which is next to the altar, suggesting it has some sort of mechanical function, you pull the lever, and the hand opens. I should say the fist unclenches and opens into a hand. And now the altar is a palm up open hand.
Do I know what that means? Or is there no significance to that other than like a puzzle?
Make a religion check.
That's what I'm doing. Fuck. 3. I mean 2.
Every knowledge check.
I'm getting a different die.
You think it means an open hand.
All right. So someone else can make a check, or we can sit here for 15 minutes while I try and figure out what it means.
Oh my god.
Religion is the check. Religion check. Well, I mean, if you want to know what the open hand means, if you could search it with a investigation check, or you know, I don't want to dictate what you're doing, but if you want to do the same thing as him, if you religion check to find out what the open hand altar means, or if you want to, if you want have another question, go for it.
Got it. I rolled a religion check and I got 11, so...
Okay, with an 11, you pretty much know that it probably has to do with giving offerings, that you probably would open the palm normally to place offerings on. It looks like it's certainly big enough, like let's say 5 foot square, like it's big enough to like stand on, to rest on, and it's a pretty good flat surface. The wrist is very wide as well, like it's a pretty big sized hand. So you're guessing that
actually looks kind of yummy. Never mind.
Okay, wait, I think
wait,
yeah, the stream survived, so you guys can hear me.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we can.
Cool. Yeah, I don't even know for sure. It might have, like, it didn't even fully disconnect, but I did my trick just to make sure. But yeah, I don't know, it's working pretty well. So, hey, what are you guys' hit points? Are you really almost dead?
I'm full. I think. Yeah, I don't think we healed after. Didn't we like say we were gonna do a short rest and then we didn't? We were like, oh, we should probably start the next game with a short rest.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, but I can't wait.
Okay, so Zoe and Scree, you're the ones that would need to heal. You have your character sheets. So if you guys want to take a short rest, you can do that, and you can roll your die, and you can, Zoe can reset his spell slots if you guys want to do that. You can stay here for an hour and do a short rest. That would be pretty safe.
Okay.
So after you've finished healing yourself, let me know what your current hit points are. You don't have to tell me everything you do, but basically, if you have any hit die left, then you would roll those. Make sure that you mark off however many that you roll. And then your hit die is basically the same as your HP die, so I think it's D8 for both of you. No, Ranger I think is D10. So you roll your D10 or your D8, however many you're going to roll. You can do one at a time if you want. And then take that amount plus your Constitution modifier, and that's how much you heal. And once you've used up all your hit die, then you cannot heal anymore that way on a short rest.
Well, I have 5 hit die right now, so I think I'm gonna be using like 3 of those because I'm at 2 HP.
Yes.
So
that's
yeah.
a thing.
Says I have 0 hit die left, and I'm at.
Rev, that sounds about right. So probably someone would want to burn a spell slot on Zoe, at least one. And then Scree.
Zoe, have you used all of your spell slots? Did you use all of your spell slots last combat?
I'm
sorry,
looking at the
Zoe,
wrong
Zach.
character sheet. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm the warlock, right?
Yes.
It doesn't matter how many characters or spell slots I've used. They're all.
Did you use all of your spell slots last combat?
No, because we multi-classed into
So
Bard.
before we take a short rest, you cast heals on yourself, and then when you short rest, you get them back. You get free heals every short rest if you have spell slots left. So if you don't use your spell slots, you can just give us free heals and then rest and get them all back. So
how do I heal?
Do you have spell slots left from last combat?
You multi-classed Bard.
Oh crap! I forgot to write down my Bard stuff.
So you got
It's only been 4 weeks.
So yeah, I was laughing because it's like, yeah, that's actually about 4 weeks. No, it's fine though, because we know that you're going to take Cure Wounds. So take Cure Wounds and 3 other Bard spells. And I don't care if you write them down now or later, but I would go write them down now if you know what you're going to get.
I have a note on my spreadsheet that says to write them down after I pick them.
Okay. But definitely Cure Wounds. So you go by your sheet because mine isn't perfectly synced, but I think you have 1 level 3 spell slot left. Oh, I didn't update your level 1 slots. You should have gotten 2 level 1 slots as well. So you can use your level 3 Warlock slots, or you can use your Bard slots.
I should have 3 spell slots left, or 4, depending. Yeah, 3.
So your Warlock slots, when you take a short rest, you regain all of your Warlock slots. Your Bard slots are long rest. So if you're about to take a short rest, you don't, basically now that you're multi-classing, essentially, you never want to take a short rest without using every single one of your spell slots. Because if you have a spell slot left and you rest, that's a slot you just didn't regain. So because you can now heal, you can dump all of your spell slots into heals, short rest, and get all of them back.
He has 2 level 1 slots that he got from Bard multiclass. Those only refill on a long rest.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So his Warlock slots that recharge on a short rest, the Bard slots, I'm sorry, I guess I didn't specify that. The Bard slots save because those are only per long rest. So those you can use in like a clutch situation, like a potion or a Phoenix Down. But if you're going to rest at the inn, use all your mana first because you don't need it for anything else. You're about to regain it all back.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and heal myself with Cure Wounds.
Awesome. Okay, just one sec. Okay, so Scree, what is your current hit points and how many hit dice did you roll?
I rolled 3 hit dice.
Okay.
And my current HP was at 2. So now it's at 24.
24. Okay, so you're at 44%. You can save those last 2 hit die for your next short rest. Okay, so Zoe, so since you have, I believe, 1 level 3 spell slot left, even though that's a Warlock slot, you can use it to cast Bard spells. So you can use that to cast Cure Wounds, and you can upcast it to a 3rd level slot, which means you get to regain a total of... so it increases by 1d8 for each spell slot. So yeah, so 3d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I get it now. Awesome.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry, it's a little confusing, but I think you're really going to appreciate that utility, especially now
Everything
as you're about to heal yourself.
for me these days.
Yeah.
No problem.
Warlock
so
healing is ridiculous.
Yeah. So you're going to get 3d8 plus charisma because you multi-classed the same specialty. So that means you get a +4, I believe. So let me know what your current HP is once you've done that.
$28.
28. Awesome. Okay. Now with a short rest, you get both of your level 3 slots back. So I'm just going to put that back. So now you should have 2 level 1 slots and 2 level 3 slots. And then I think that's it. That's all for you guys to do on your short rest, right? Thanks.
Got it.
Pretty much, yeah. Healing and
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are now healed up. So you've been sitting here for an hour, and you pulled the lever, the hand opened, but nothing else happened. Raxlor, what is your passive perception?
Passive is 14.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Scree,
that's
what
not
is your
right.
Scree, what is your
16.
passive? Oh.
No, I'm not
Oh.
trained in perception. Ew. Okay, 14. Sorry.
Ew.
14?
Ew.
How am I not trained? Yeah, it's 14. I thought I was trained in perception. Gross.
What? For some reason, I thought you had like freaking like 17. Okay, Scree, what is your
I
passive
think
perception?
that's great.
Oh, I'm looking.
I hope I wrote it down. If it's
is it?
blank, if
So
it's blank, we can calculate it.
yeah, passive might not be listed on there, but you just take your perception modifier and add 10 to it.
It should
Oh, okay.
be. It should be listed. I just might not have filled it in. Look under the bottom of your skills.
Oh. Yeah, you didn't fill it in.
Okay, so just take your perception and add 10, like Jake
Oh,
said.
it's
Jake,
19.
fuck. You have a
Yeah.
+9 perception.
Yes, because I'm
Okay.
expertise. And
Jake, did I get that right? It's 10 plus your score, basically, right?
Yep, it's just straight up
Okay.
10 plus yours because it's basically as if you rolled a 10.
It's because I let her multi-class rogue, and she picked
Oh.
expertise and perception, so she's a ranger with expertise and perception. So, Wyvern, let me tell you how this works. So, perception is used to find secret doors. So that means you have to search an area, and then I have you roll a perception check to find a secret door. But passive
Got it.
perception, it basically means you auto-roll that. So you can auto-roll a 19 anytime, basically, on when it comes to perception. And
oh my god!
and so you don't even have to search. As you guys have been sitting here, you noticed, but didn't say anything yet, because you're Screese, that's just how you roll, that there is a trap door in the palm of the hand.
Okay, I'd like to go ahead and warn everyone. Hey guys, I like to speak up a little bit because I'm usually quiet. There's a pretty obvious trap door in the palm of the hand right there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but my bird brain can detect it. So
As long as it doesn't have a sign that says disarm.
Oh, okay, sorry. So I said trap door. I'm thinking like on a stage.
Trapdoor.
Okay, it's a secret door.
Yeah, not trap door, but a trap door.
Wow.
Not
thanks.
trapped. It is not a trap. It is a doorway, a secret doorway hidden in the floor, which is the palm of the hand, suggesting a secret pathway that leads downward. Which is exactly what you're looking for.
Secret door, secret path under there. Guys, I
Okay,
think
so
we should go down.
Scree is chanting and pumping his fists, and secret door, secret door, and so Raxler, how do you respond?
I say, I look at it and I put my hands on my hips and I say, I just don't see what you're talking about. That's a hand, obviously. There's no secret door, trap door. You're just seeing things, bird brain, like you said. I say, I say, now, I scratch my head and I say, now, be quiet. I'm trying to figure out how to get down to the basement. And I just sit there scratching my head.
Zoe, how would
Has
you like
anybody
to
tried
respond?
shaking this hand?
Did anyone what?
Has anyone tried shaking this hand? Or are you literally saying
No
this
one's tried
hand is so
anything.
big that there's a door in it, not that there's a
Yes.
door in the spot where the hand is?
Right.
There's a door in
Okay,
it.
I want to
It
go
is
jump on the palm of the.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I want to jump on the palm.
Okay, cool.
Keep in mind, did should I? No, go ahead. Or
Okay.
Do
so
I-
you were so you
When
suddenly
the GM starts
just
to laugh.
yeah, you just like get this idea, like your eyes like light up and they open real wide, and like you have this idea, and you run to the altar and you climb up, you scurry up on top, and you climb up standing on top of the palm. And what do you say? Like, what do you shout at your team as you look at them and begin jumping up and down on the secret door? What's the last thing that you say?
the last thing, I love that.
Before
Crap, I don't
Before
have
the-
anything witty. When do I never have something witty to say?
That's what you say. That's literally what you say.
You know what? That's fine
So-
with me.
So you look at everyone and say, "I don't have anything witty to say," and then the secret door that you've been jumping up and down on proceeds to open easily, revealing a concealed staircase descending into darkness. And Zoe leads the way, tumbling down the staircase into darkness.
Guys, I don't have anything witty to say.
I say, well, that's not how I would have approached
Yahoo!
a sacrificial trapdoor. But hey,
What?
I mean,
You didn't say sacrificial trapdoor.
oh,
What the
she
hell?
absolutely did.
I clearly wasn't paying enough attention.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask. I was gonna say, did Scree mention about how it was used for sacrifices? But I was like, no, you know what? If either he didn't say it, or Zoe didn't listen, so we'll go with it. So hey, it turned out just fine.
Okay.
I look down and I go, huh? There was a trapdoor. It looks like a staircase.
Yeah, you look down and you see a staircase that descends into darkness. And how do I do a snap? I think I
Right-click
can just
and
right
then snap.
click, snap to view. Bink. So it snapped everyone, but there is Zoe. So Zoe down the stairs, thump into the wall. You don't take any damage. It's because it's not a trap, and that was just for flavor. I could have just had the door rattle and then you open it, but that was funny. So I'm not gonna have you take damage just because it was funny. So you hit the
not
ground and
James.
yeah, you take 15 d6 damage. So the stars twinkle around your head as you regain your senses. And you guys are in a dark, basement-y catacomb, and I'm just going to break out the Fog of War and start showing you guys stuff.
I
And this
carefully
is fun.
climb down behind Zoe and I say, all right, gang, let's go. Weak ones behind, strong ones in front.
All right? Yeah, you guys can move
Specifically
your
talking to
characters.
the NPCs.
Scree, you need to move your characters. Okay, so you want to move everyone down to the staircase?
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to
Okay.
look for the... I don't want to leave them
Okay.
here in the middle of the cathedral and they get invaded again.
Probably, yeah, that's probably a good idea, not leaving them in the cathedral with the door wide. Yeah, that's probably a really, really good idea. So give me 1 second, and I will get everyone moved down there. And I'm not going to move them through every room because there's so many of them. I'm just going to kind of leave them on the staircase. But then if they come into play, or if you guys find another passage, like, then we'll move them. But we'll assume that they're going with you guys, wherever you say. I'm slightly just buying time while I'm moving the characters, but I'm just letting you know. So basically, you can just kind of say, where okay, I want them to move up, I want them to come here, and but
Okay.
like if you want to keep Rhea with you, because she's a potential, fighter or something like that. So
Yeah,
okay.
pretty much. Rhea and Lulu are our two combatants. The rest are people that we're just protecting. So it only matters where they are if it matters to you. But if you're not going to use them in combat, then it doesn't matter to me. But as far as you're concerned, as far as I'm concerned, they're just tagging along, so we got a place to drop them off.
The druid, the guard, and Velcora. Well, no, she doesn't want to fight. I mean, she could, but really she wants to just heal. And Rhea. All three of them could help you in combat. Well, and Lulu. All of them can help you in combat if you want. So, yeah, okay. So
those, I think, pretty much what I'll relegate them for is pretty much what Rhea has been doing, and Rhea will also do this too, is just, protecting themselves. So someone needs to stay back and protect the weak people. If a devil flies to the back and starts hitting people, they need someone with a weapon to at least draw their attention. So Druid and Guard can stay in the back with the rest of the party and protect them. And if we get in a big combat where we need them, then we can barricade the party somewhere else and they can come up and help us.
Cool.
Okay.
So you guys can move your characters, and I'll reveal Fog o' War.
All right. So since we're in dungeon territory, we can speak out of character as we explore, because I'm not trying to stay in character role playing while we're deciding where to go. I'm totally fine with being the face and walking up and taking a bunch of damage to the face. But I think Scree is probably a better scouting ahead person because he has stealth and better perception and all sorts of stuff. So I will opt to stay back just a little bit, but I'll be second. I'll be right behind you. So if you encounter something, you run back, and I'll be standing right there with my hammer and my shield. But I think you should take point on any dungeon exploration.
Okay.
So Scree, if you'd like to start off with a stealth check, and then as you move your character. Yes, I'm pretty sure you got frickin' what's it called? The bullshit
crazy expertise. Oh my god, it's literally plus 10. Plus 10, people. 22. Let's go.
Okay, stealth 22?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So anything that's trying to detect you would have to be able to perceive a 22 or higher. All right, so go ahead and move your character.
Yeah, nobody's gonna get that.
Well, here, before I just say move your character, so you descend the staircase, and down here, the ceilings are lower, the walls are made of mortared stone. In the distance, you just hear light drips and echoes. The floor is tile, so this isn't like a cave. This is like a it's a catacombs under the church.
Crypt,
this is where it's a crypt where bodies would be buried, and it's all very, it's just like the rest of the temple. It's well masoned and it's good, nice quality, but it's definitely catacombsy. You don't the air is dank and musty. There's not any particular any sounds or senses that stand out. That stand out to you. And there's a staircase descending to the north and a staircase descending to your south. To the south.
I want to go to the south staircase and look there first.
Okay. It descends and then turns a corner.
Oh boy.
Hmm?
Okay. I want to go over here and then peek around the corner. Try not to go out in plain sight.
There you go.
Know? Oh, another corner! Are you serious? Okay, I'll go right here and peek around this corner. Please.
I'm gonna move a little bit to follow, but still be back.
The stairs continue down, but actually, from there, let me do your angle. It's gonna be probably something like that. Go around the corner.
Okay. So I motion to the party that it's safe to come along.
I'm going to stay 15, 20 feet away because you're stealthing right now and we don't know what's up there. I do like the Navy SEAL hand motions for everyone to stay behind me. Like,
no one else is
Scree
stealthing.
point.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Scree is point man. I'm backline. I'm front line. Everyone else is behind me to protect the party and, you know, volley from behind me.
So Scree, if you turn a corner and there's a monster in a hallway, unless it's right in your face, you are stealthing, so it will not notice you. If there's just a guard in a room, you could peek around the corner, because the idea is everything you're doing so slowly and quietly and stealthily that you won't be noticed unless you're right in someone's face. So you are essentially invisible. With the 22, you're essentially invisible.
Best bird.
Yeah, if we come up behind you, however, and there's a guard there, then he's going to hear us
clomp.
clanking down the hallway. So at least the distance of the staircase, which would be like, 20 feet, 4 squares, I'm going to try to keep you in sight at all times. But, like, if you go around the corner, I'm going to wait. I'm going to give you, 10 seconds, and then I'll move up. So I'll try to keep some distance behind you. But if there's something that you see, then you need to come back and tell us to stop. Because otherwise we're going to go, okay, she's been gone for 6 seconds. We're going to go ahead and move up. And you're going to be running back going, no, waving your hands like, oh, clank, 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 clank. So you're going around this corner. I'm losing sight of you. And all I know is I'm going to give you a couple seconds, and then I'm going to come up behind you. So
Got it.
if anything
All
happens,
right,
that's what you need to do is come back and tell us to stop. But continue. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I didn't. So he's like, yeet. And I'm like, no. I stick my arm out in front of her.
I stepped back. It was a wise course. It was good advice. I'm tempted to just throw my cat down the hall.
Your cat can see invisible beings.
I know that she
cat.
And I was just joking around in case, Happy gets mad at me. It was a joke.
Oh.
And also, I'm not going to punish you for just, for exploring. I'm not going to go, haha, you didn't specifically say that you were looking carefully and now you get an arrow in the eye. Like, you'll have
I will.
Just be careful.
Mimic door.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Mimic door. Not again.
Yeah, move.
Never
go
again.
ahead, move on down the hallway.
Okay.
See what you
I'm gonna move all the way over here because this little something caught my eye.
I'd like to investigate it, see what it is, right here.
That is a torch on the wall.
Oh, okay. It looks weird
There's
on
one
the
here,
thing.
too.
It kind of looks like a key in the wall. From this. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool looking. Yeah, that's just part of the art. Dude, there's like some really cool looking like art and maps and stuff. Oh, dude, they have a 3D map of Curse of Strahd walkthrough, of Death House and Barovia and stuff. Like someone made a 3D model and then made a YouTube video walking through it, so you can see what it would look like. Death House. It's that's pretty much what I imagined. And
okay.
There you go. North and south, I've expanded Fog of War.
Got it. I'm gonna peek around this corner.
Okay. Sorry for doing it so much like a video game. So in this hallway, you see.
No, I like it.
You see a passage to the north and one to the south, and then one to the east, which you are. Let's see. What can you see? You see stairs going up.
Okay. I don't know if I should stick to this path or you know what? I'm gonna going up the stairs.
All right.
I will give you a little bit of a explorer's tip, just because your character would have these thoughts. As you're coming to a crossroad, in this case, it's fine because you're like, I'm just going to check up the stairs. You look and it's a dead end. But if you come to a crossroads while there's someone following you, for example, when I was hiking in Hawaii and I was, 5 minutes behind everyone else, and when I come to a crossroad, I'm like, oh, fuck, which way did they go? When you're the leader, when you come to a crossroad, that would be your cue to wait for the party. Say, okay, this place is safe. I'm going to go explore this hall. Because otherwise, like I said, we're trying to follow behind you. We get up there, and we'd have no idea which way you went. metagaming, we would. We'd go, oh, she went down this way. But, sorry, he went down this way. But if we're trying to stay in character, our characters aren't going to know which way you went. So that's kind of what you do when you come to a crossroad. But that being said, as you walk up the stairs, I'm following behind you.
Cool. Okay. There's this sword on this pedestal. I'd like to go investigate it without like physically touching it, and just in case it's like something wrong with it.
So to the east, the hallway narrows and some stairs lead up. And this small isolated tomb opens up at the end of a flight of broad stairs off the open central area of this level. The body of a young woman lies on the bier, a gleaming greatsword at her side.
This is looking a little sus, but if I picked up the sword, something bad might happen, and I'm scared. I want to go back and tell them what I found. Tell Rax.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so you return to the party, and you guys. You
dare turn your back on me!
She rises from the altar, and madness in her eyes, blood on her lips.
Like, Scree, what did your eagle eyes see?
I found a
eagle. That's offensive.
Sword on it.
You can't call a raven person an eagle.
It's a turn of phrase. I'm not talking about the bird thing. It's just I would say that about anyone. I have bird friends.
No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna touch this one anyways. Never mind.
What?
I was about to say something, but now I'm done. I'm not touching this one.
I say, oh, a tomb in the catacomb? Well, I guess that's probably normal, but did you say there was a whole body laying on top of the tomb?
No. Wait, was there? I think there was a sword on there. Wait. God dang it, I can't remember. Come follow me. Just look with your own eyes.
That's actually
Look
so
with your own
perfect.
eyes.
I say, all right, bird brain. That's like perfect because he told you I heard it, but I can't meta that I heard it. So you're like, anyway. I walk up and I look at I keep a distance, but I look at the altar that he shows me to. Did you say there's a body on top of it? He might have actually disconnected.
No, I'm here. I'm looking at my notes.
Just making just making sure.
Okay, so the isolated tomb opens at the end of a flight of broad stairs. The body of a young woman lies on the bier, a gleaming greatsword at her side.
So there's a woman, the body of a woman lying on this stone bier.
Yes.
Not in it, on it.
Of a young woman
is
lies
it like
on
preserved?
Is
it fresh?
Preserved?
Like, is it just a freshly dead body, or is it like a body that's been like preserved and laid to rest here?
Yeah, got it. Okay. Make a medicine check.
There you go. Okay.
I was reading and thinking and listening all at the same time. Just to be clear.
Yeah, sorry, I just had to make sure. Because I asked you a couple of times. We'd said it a couple of times, but then we just kept talking, and I was like, wait, maybe he can't hear us because he's not there. Medicine check is 23.
23. This woman is definitely dead, but she does not look in any way decomposed. She does not look like she died recently, however. She looks like she was laid to rest here a long time ago, and her body never decomposed for reasons unrelated to medicine. Like, she was not preserved or anything. Her body just did not decompose.
Does she have copper coins on her eyes?
She does not. But I know that it spoils a little bit, but I just need to confirm.
Can you hear the voice? Is this working?
Yeah.
It's Valrog.
That's so funny when you talk like...
It's Valrog, right?
Valrog.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure. So, as you're inspecting this, you hear this voice speak to you telepathically.
Oh, what are you doing, dude? Oh, this really hurts. Oh. Oh.
And then when you ask him what hurts, Valrog, he says,
My dick!
What? I say no. I specifically say what's wrong? Is this consecrated ground, my friend? And he says my dick, and I say what?
My dick. My dick hurts. I don't know what it is. Just I need to go take a shower or something. This area does not feel good. Go back down the stairs. I was fine down the stairs, but I don't feel right up here. I don't feel weakened in any way. I just feel bad. I feel sick.
Well, I feel fine. So
Yes, you do.
I take
You
the
feel
shield
great.
and I set the shield at the base of the stairs because I respect Valrog. He's a cool guy.
Oh, thanks.
Come back up.
Yeah, just don't forget me. Before you leave, just don't take me up there.
I say, yeah. I mean, hey, we're in kind of a consecrated temple place, so that's you're gonna feel some tingling now and then. So, I mean, there's only so much I can do, but I think we're fine in this situation. So, I feel like I've already done all the. Oh, what?
Do you want to make a knowledge check? I mean, I don't want to hand you stuff.
I mean, I have an idea of what it is, but I will.
Okay, cool. No. If you are feeling good, then that's fine. I just don't want you to miss out on anything that might be helpful for you.
If my character's mind has an inkling that what I believe is not correct, then I'll make a knowledge check to see if that's correct. And if I fail, then I won't know any better.
Yeah.
No? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So I say that to Valrog as I set him down and I walk up to look at it and I'm thinking, I mean, consecration, is that really how that works? I rolled a 14 religion check. What else could it be?
Okay, so with a 14 religion check, you believe that if the devil possessing the shield is feeling pain, that probably that would extend to other devils and probably fiends as well. And maybe you have like some sort of a protection aura that would disable devils up here. Kind of like how you had that other aura that made you feel vulnerable. Maybe this is the opposite against devils. Whatever you may do with that information. So it seems like you got a little like anti-devil pain area or
Bubble.
whatever.
Okay. Yeah. I say to Scree, well, it looks like this area has been consecrated or something else with some kind of holy magic, which is causing this body to not decay. And since our friend down there was tingling, I have a feeling that other devils might be the same. If he's the god of the devils and he's entrapped in a shield and he's getting tingling feelings, just imagine what a fourth rank devil exposed to the air would be feeling. So this might be a safe place for us to take a long rest. I know it's a little bit creepy by the body there, but after we do a little bit more exploring, remember this place, fix it in your mind so we can come back here and take refuge here as we rest. I say, but I don't see anything else that can be done here. Please don't disturb any bodies you find here or take any weapons or equipment.
No. Oh god, no.
Scree is saying that, and I just continue talking as he's denying, and I'm and no bodies, no looting. I hold up my fingers, I'm counting down fingers. Just don't. It's a whole place. Just respect it. We'll do some looting later, but good call on calling me over. But if you see anything else that needs religious inspection, I'm not the guy to call. But I mean, I'm more than happy to come and look at it. So
okay.
I say, well, this looks like as good a place as any. To set up a little base while we explore. So I go back and I gather the rest of the party and have them come and sit in here. And I say, this catacomb is a dangerous place. So until we know for sure which direction we're going to be heading, I'm going to have all of you sit up here on this dais next to this sleeping woman. And the rest of us are going to go exploring. And we'll be back for you shortly. So have fun moving all those NPCs up here.
It's not that they're right here.
True.
Da-da-da-da-da. I'm gonna be on my way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they all cram in and just wedge around as much as they can. This dead woman.
Into the thick of it.
Is
Into the
anyone
thick of it.
is anyone
Into
wondering
the
who the
thick
dead
of
woman
it.
might be? Is anyone searching
No.
their memories to think of like, oh, I wonder who this might be?
Not me.
Nope, I'm too focused on exploring. I think we can figure that out during our long rest.
I tell the party, I say, oh, there's a dead woman up there, and I don't recognize her, but she looks like she is preserved in sleep.
Okay, so I put the non-fighting NPCs there, and then the other ones are here in case you want to have them, you know, kind of moving.
Yeah, that's perfect. They can stay at the entrance to there and protect the people who are
Yeah.
cowering, and if we need them to come and help us, they can come join us. But we need at least a couple of them. I tell Rhea, I say, you stay with us if we call you up, and the rest of you, Rhea and Lulu, and the other. No, shit, I don't want to leave the. What if one of those guys is a devil or something, and he kills all our party members? I say, okay, Lulu, stay back here because I know that she can protect herself. Rhea will come up with us if we call for help, but the rest of you all stay back here and protect the citizens. And we'll wait here. Scree, go ahead and continue your exploration while we wait here. So, as you move down the hallway, I'll follow you. Oh, good.
You hear a blood-curdling scream like a person dying to the south, and make a perception check to see if you can make out the words.
Everyone?
Oh god. Okay.
Yeah,
God.
everyone.
Which check?
Perception.
Fail.
That's what I thought you said. That just sounded weird to me.
27.
Okay, yes. I'll wait for Raxlor's roll.
Fail. 2.
Oh, no,
Hold
that's
on.
right, you said. Oh, no, that's Zoe's roll.
I'm looking for mine. Hold on. I'm almost there.
Blend.
Perception, you said? Oh, god damn it. Why can't I not ever find it?
Okay.
Active or passive?
Active. You can make an active roll.
Well, I thought I just wasn't sure. Oh, I got a 15.
Cool. So you can hear it too. So you're able to make out the words. You hear what sounds like adult humans screaming, and you hear, "Please don't hurt the children. Take me, but spare them." And it's coming from the south. Then you hear evil laughter and snarling barking to the south.
Oh.
And it's immediate and frantic, and it's continuing. There's
We gotta
screaming
go
is
save them.
continuing.
We gotta
Yeah,
go.
Scree's
Gotta
like starting
go.
to like sneak up towards the north, and we just we hear that and just share a look, and I say,
Yeah.
"What the hell was that?" Because I don't know what it was, and I say, "What is that? What's that noise?"
Oh yeah, you literally.
Do you
have
tell me
no
what
idea.
it is? I'm like, there's like screaming down there. That sounds crazy.
Okay. Hold on, I'm feeding the cat.
Okay. Whee.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna peek around the corner.
Oh, wow, he's just gonna ignore me. All right, I guess it's something important, and I charge down. Clank, 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 clank.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, Scree, you're
Okay,
still stealthing. You're still stealthing, so this is your opportunity to decide how far ahead you want to go. Because if you stay far enough ahead, you could be invisible and you could get a surprise attack. But if you get too far ahead, then your friends will. It won't get you to in the first round. You can clearly hear to the west, to the left. That is where the screaming is coming from, and it is continuous and it's frantic. And it's getting louder and more vicious and more desperate.
I got it. I'm going.
And you can hear
the
children
left.
screaming too.
Oh no, that's not good. Okay.
I didn't make all these corners.
Oh my god.
by the way, I'm like trying to go as fast
Bunk.
as I can while still stealthing.
No, I know. It just zigzags forever.
It's
It
terrible.
just keeps zigzagging.
Come on.
Or does
Where's
it?
the main? Oh, there it is.
I told Lulu
Okay.
to come with us. We might need her.
Yeah, go ahead and
Okay,
bring. Oh, here I can bring other. Just Lulu.
No, I said, yep. The rest of them stay there and protect the party.
Okay, including Zoe.
Oh,
Zoe, do you follow them or do you stay back
I-
with the NPCs?
I thought that it was just supposed to be them moving forward, so that's why I was staying back here.
You can choose, or
Wait.
you could ask them like right before they ran. You have a chance to talk if you need to.
I
So our party, our 3 adventurers, Scree, Raxlor, and Zoe, are exploring the catacombs with Scree in the front, me in the middle, and Zoe behind. We also have a huge slew of NPCs behind us that are trailing with us, and I don't want them to get in the way, so I'm telling them all to stay way back.
I could have sworn
Us-
that somebody had said that it was just Raxlor and Scree going forward.
So in our marching order, it's Scree, and then far behind Scree is Raxlor, and then immediately behind Raxlor is Zoe, since that's our party.
Okay.
Those
I
3 are the only
misunderstood, sorry.
the only party members. So yes, you are still with us as the party. I'm leaving the NPCs back to protect each other, and we're taking Lulu with us because she's got like magic and shit. So no, you are unless specifically called for. All 3 of us are always together.
Okay, I misheard what I had heard earlier. Then my bad.
Yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, and I'm just giving you
But
guys
we
a
are
chance
staying
to
back.
do what you want. So I'm not
Yeah, we-
forcing you to. Oh, too late. You already saw the guy. Like you can decide how it
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah, if we're about to start a combat, it's important where we all are. I don't want the NPCs up here because I think they're more of a liability, and I think there's strength in numbers back there. But we all definitely need to be up here.
Okay.
But see, if we were all the way up with Scree, we'd be going clank, 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 and that enemy would be on us right now. But Scree is very, very.
Okay.
Yeah. So I moved up
Um,
where you're at.
So I see that little guy over there, and you know, I can tell he's not a human. It's pretty obvious looking at him. So I'm just gonna straight up shoot him. Bye bye.
Would you like to make a religion check and see what you know about this creature from what you can see?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Before
no.
I absolutely murder.
As I zoom in on the icon.
12.
12? Okay. So actually, you recognize this guy from earlier. This is a Maragon. They are the...
Maragon.
Yes, they are the departed souls of fallen soldiers who have devoted their life to lawful evil.
Oh. Got it. Okay. Well, that calls for a shooting. All right, let's go. Let's
All right,
go.
make your,
Time to start tag this brick.
All right, so you make a surprise attack against the Maragon. Actually, I need to roll a perception check just to make sure. What's his perception? Okay. Not very high. Not very perceptive, so he does not notice you, and make your attack roll as you get to fire off an arrow. Now, it's actually a surprise.
yeah.
It's a surprise round, so you actually get a full turn. So you get your action, you get your movement, you get one full turn, then everyone rolls initiative, and we proceed. So yeah,
Got
go
it.
for it.
Alright, I got a lot to do here. Stealth attack, plus playing a warrior, plus like shooting like twice. Oh my god. This is why D&D gets so complicated so quick. I like it.
I don't know why they didn't just make this the surprise round rules in the first place, because it's a lot simpler to just run it like this.
Yeah, I know I'm probably not running it like perfect, but I think it feels right.
Yeah, like he's up there and he's making an attack. He should get a free attack and then combat starts. And I'm pretty sure that's how it's been in like every edition. And in this one, they're like, okay, everything is an initiative. You roll initiative first, and if they go first, they're not surprised anymore. And it's like, but literally, they didn't see me until the arrow hit them in the back.
Oh yeah,
9 to
yeah.
hit?
That's confusing. Oh, 9?
Wait, no,
9
10
is
to
not.
hit. 10 to hit.
No. Nope.
Dang, that's so sad.
do you-
All right, second
well-
shot. Huh?
Okay, second shot. No, go ahead.
God dang it.
Does he have advantage from being unseen and unheard?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, then I get to advantage that. Haha.
Yes.
Well, that's better.
Did you notice how? So she said that, and then she's like, "Oh, 10." And then she's like, "Does that hit?" And I said, "Nope." And then I said, but," and she said, "Huh?" And I said, "Never mind." And then Jake said, "Hey." So I will not. These are things, especially since you're multi-class as rogue, you should always think about these things. Yeah, if you're hiding and they cannot see you, if your stealth is high enough and they don't see you, it's unseen attacker. You get advantage. That also means if you hit, you're going to add your sneak attack.
All right, I'm gonna write that down real quick. The advantage thing, and
yeah, go ahead and let me know
25
your
hit. Haha.
That one's gonna hit. So roll your damage, and remember to add sneak attack since he did not see
and
you.
planar warrior.
And planar warrior.
Nice.
Wow, this is actually going really smooth here on the back end.
17
I'm
damage.
17. Nice. Okay. So 1 sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually able to I'm kind of like doing stuff in the gaps, like the pieces that I need, and just kind of able to keep things going smooth. It's kind of good. Anyway, sorry. Except until I stop and just start talking. Okay, so your first arrow. Oh yeah, that is your first shot. So you're crouching in the darkness at the end of the hall. You see this terrible warrior-looking devil. You fought it before, and you know that it's not a pushover. You knock your bow and aim at it, and you loose the arrow. And because it's not able to see you, it doesn't even try to dodge. It doesn't even turn. And then the arrow just boom plows right through its neck, and you see black splatter on the wall behind it as it takes 17 damage and looks pretty hurt. At that, he turns over to you and screams at you. A roars with a shriek, but then he immediately turns to his right, down this hallway to the south. And you see him gesture with his hands, and he says, "Kill them all!" and points away from you. He points away from you and says, "Kill them all." Everyone roll initiative. Yeah. Better hurry, man. Roll your initiative.
Actions have consequences, duh.
When will you learn?
I mean, he was probably going to say kill them all no matter what. Just to be fair. But yeah, someone's about to die.
How did you say kill them all with an arrow poking out of his throat?
13.
Kill them all!
I was about to say, shouldn't have been more like...
Well, okay, it's actually telepathic, but he does that audibly so that you feel a sense of impending doom. And then you hear, and you hear this welling up of just intense screams, freshly shocked, as you hear these barking sounds down towards the hallway that he's pointing. So it's like, kill them all! Roar, roar, roar! Ah, ah, ah! Oh, and did everyone roll? Let's see, Raxlor?
It's all in chat.
Oh yeah, Lulu, fine. Lulu, add to initiative, and she gets a plus something. Hold on. Oh shit. I have to go find her. Okay, so she gets a +0. Glad I looked it up.
Well, that's easy to remember.
So Lulu is 14. Okay, and then Raxlor is the last one I need. Right now, Lulu is going first. The
Raxlor
Devil's
rolled
got
a 5.
pretty low. Oh, 5. Oh, you're just way down there. Okay, so Lulu's gonna go first, and she looks at Raxlor, and she's like,
"Oh, yeah, sorry, it's not in. Sorry, this is just important because it's initiative. It's not in the initiative because I didn't roll it. I rolled it in person and then typed it, so it's not going to auto add."
Oh, I have to do it. Hold on.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know you were using the automatic thing.
Yeah, that I actually do. That it's good for that, so I track initiative there. I know. Before I wasn't, now I am. I'm trying to consolidate.
makes
Okay,
sense.
so nice. So you go before the Hellhounds. That's pretty cool. God, I wish it didn't like. It tries to like save the other, like, I don't know. This is like Hellhound Q, and I'm like, they just need to be A and B. Okay, sorry. Okay, so Lulu
I think
goes
they
first.
specifically do that because it's that way you can't go A, B, C. How many are there? It's random letters that you can designate, but the players don't know which is which.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so so Lulu looks at Raxlor and her eyes get really wide, and I'm not gonna fuck with the voice for her, but she has a cute, high pitched, not annoying, but like a sweet, cute, cartoony voice, and she goes, I've got to go. Someone's hurt. Someone needs help. I have to help them. And she starts flying off. You can shout something to her if you want, but she's using her movement speed to run straight into helping people.
Flying forward, right?
Yep. What is her movement speed? Hold on. I didn't have 5E Hollyphant pulled up.
I say, this is no time for games, Lulu. Go in there and do your worst. Kill as many enemies as you can.
And she's like,
This is your time to
whatever I need to do to save these people. Come on, you